Everything's educational for me.
Stonks, 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 stonks.
Badunk-a-dunk.
Game stonks.
Game stonks.
Good morning or afternoon, FreeRotation Nation. This is Chris. I am here with our legal advisor, Miss Beckala.
Stonks, 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 stonks.
Our intrepid president, Miss Angie.
Hello.
And then Bibby the Hare.
Sweet, I'll take it.
Yeah.
And this week we are going to talk about what has been on every news channel, every front page of everything for the past week. And it's Reddit taking down Wall Street, which is just hilarious.
And amazing.
I just, you wake up on a Thursday and you think it's just going to be a normal day of work. And then you start scrolling through Reddit and they're like, Reddit somehow overtakes hedge funds.
At first I saw of it was a meme of, the principal on The Simpsons. And he was like, there are hedge fund managers at home right now crying because they're broke. And then it shows up.
Yeah.
My dad logged into his e-trader. He's like, I have $9. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this right now. He's like, aren't you on Reddit? I'm like, yeah, I'm on Reddit. I look at cat pictures, not Wall Street bets.
Yeah.
Now, Chris, hypothetically speaking, let's say there's someone on the podcast that is kind of a bumbling idiot. But he has really nice hair and dresses
Stop talking
nicely.
about me.
Okay.
And doesn't know anything about
Can
stocks.
I just say this? This was the funniest thing is Chris was like, I want to talk about the Reddit hedge fund murders. I think Bobby legitimately thought it was somebody who got murdered by Reddit.
Oh, it's so good.
I got excited. I thought it could happen. Yeah.
I'm like, wait, somebody got murdered?
Yeah.
What? Okay, well, first let's start by explaining what a hedge fund is.
So basically, hedge funds are investment firms that hedge bets. A lot of times what they do is they're basically banking on a stock to fail. So what they normally do is, let's say Bobby owns 200 shares of Kmart. If Kmart's at, say, $20, and I, as a hedge fund manager, believe it'll go down to $10, I borrow his shares from him.
Yeah.
I sell them at 20. I sit and wait until they go to 10. I then buy them back at 10, replace his $20, and pocket the profit from where I sold.
It's just a lot of like accounting and math and
It's betting on the loss.
right.
Yeah.
It's
They're betting on
Wall
the
Street
loss.
betting, isn't it?
This is
Sort of.
This is Las Vegas for Wall Street.
It is. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, but they're banking on the fact that either through the stock's inability to perform or outside sources, the price of the stock will fall from where they borrowed and sold it.
Right. I also read that a lot of times if you see a lot, like say hypothetically you're talking about Kmart, you'll have these hedge fund managers who will put out into the media
Absolutely.
about, we're looking at these about to drop, and that will generally cause a rift of it to drop.
Well,
Yeah.
if you look at these huge hedge funds that are multi-billion-dollar companies that are supposed to be the elite of the elite at gauging what stocks are going to do, if they say that XYZ stock is going to fall, it normally falls.
Yeah.
Whether it's through whatever naturally would have occurred or people panicking because this billionaire hedge fund manager said it's going to fall and everybody starts bailing.
Right.
Which is technically market manipulation and
Yes.
whereas it's not, it gets gray as to whether or not it's illegal. It is definitely immoral if you have that kind of power to do it. But again, it's just about dollars. They don't care.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But if they can make it drop, like if it was Kmart and they make it drop $10 and he sold at 20 and buys back at 10, he's plus $200 thing, except for the actual investors who really believed it was going to be there for the long haul.
Right.
They're the ones who really lose. Not necessarily the hedge fund managers, but like the people whose 401ks are, they have it divided into parts of Kmart and parts of XYZ.
Well, and that's where sort of that differentiation comes in, is that there's mutual funds, which is more so the long-term investments that you see with your 401ks and stuff. And then hedge funds are like, hey, let's see what we can happen with in the day and all of that.
You can be a millionaire overnight. It's,
Right.
It's
Well, and that's-
incredibly attractive.
Yeah, it looks really good. And the idea is typically with stocks and investing, 4% growth lifetime is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, that is insanity. These people are looking for 3,000%, 200% over 2 days.
Yeah.
And to be perfectly honest, having jumped onto the Reddit hedge fund train, I have 4x'd my money, and it's in a huge downturn right now. And I'm still up 4x without no stress, no problem. Did it from my phone. Cool.
Right.
It's super easy because, again, the thing that makes stocks worth money are people investing. If you convince a bunch of people to invest in it, the stock's going to rise, whether it's worth anything or not. It doesn't matter.
Now, Chris, you said something. You did it from your phone. Is it true that Robinhood actually shut down?
So here's what they did.
Well, why don't we need to back up and say why this is now occurring, that
Okay.
this is such big news?
So
like the whole
basically, there were
GameStop thing.
There were two gentlemen on Reddit who figured out that this huge hedge fund was trying to short the GameStop stock. They were basically investing in it, hoping it would fail, and then they were going to clean up billions. These guys noticed it, brought it to everybody's attention, and then everyone started investing in GameStop all at once. So basically what had happened was this huge hedge fund firm had borrowed and sold billions of dollars worth of stock. So they were waiting on it to fall so they could buy back the stock and return it to the owners. Instead, what happened was the stock rose 1,100 times what its value was.
Oh.
And they still there are time limits when you do shorts. So they had until, I think it was a Friday, to return those stocks. Well, on Friday, instead of returning the stocks at $8 like they assumed they were going to, they had to return them at $460 a piece. What this means is the company, that hedge fund, lost, I think, neighborhood of $17 billion in one whack, and they were promptly bankrupt.
Good.
One of the 3 largest hedge funds in the world, bankrupted by Reddit, because Reddit said, no, we're not going to let you do this.
Well, and the narrative for GameStop the last couple of months has been that they were looking to be closing out as it was.
They were going to try to liquidate.
Right.
And again, this doesn't really affect GameStop at all. They're
Right.
probably still going to have to liquidate because they haven't... It's really weird because this is all ethereal. They haven't created anything new. They haven't done anything to actually promote their store. They're not giving people huge discounts. They're not getting more people to come into the stores. These are all online numbers where this thing that doesn't really exist is worth whatever people are willing to put into it.
Like
And-
magic cards.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, at least with magic cards, it's a tangible cardboard thing.
Right.
This is an online number that they say X is worth. When this started, it was like $18, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Super low.
X is worth $18. And these hedges were really hoping it got down to $2 or $3. And instead, when they had to buy out the stocks that they owed back to people, it was $455, which is just a brutal thing.
It was interesting waking up on Thursday and seeing like this was all just going down, and then all like seeing all of these like Robinhood and all of these different trading companies, like just the way they were completely just losing their absolute bullshit at what
It was crazy.
happening.
So I have friends that are super into this, and when they told me about the GameStop, I was a little hesitant because it's hard to unite Redditors and 4chaners. They are typically basement dwelling standalones. I mean, it's just what we are. They don't usually unite over something, but they did over this really hard and just stuck it. And when I say stuck them, the same hedge fund went bankrupt twice in the same week because of this. Twice. I didn't know you could declare bankruptcy twice in the same week.
Right, because
They did.
and a company owing different monies, so they have to declare bankruptcy because they
Can't
cannot
cover it.
pay this out. So you may have bought all these stocks, but that doesn't mean you're gonna suddenly have $200,000 in your bank account.
Sure.
Because what happens when a company declares bankruptcy, you then have X amount of time to file your claim against the company. They owe me this, and then it goes to a bankruptcy court, who then liquidates the assets, and you'll get a portion.
Percentage, yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's also part of it. Reddit and 4chan knew what would happen.
Yeah, of course.
But it wasn't about the money. It was about proving a point.
It's what's sticking it to the man. I loved it. I was
And
so happy.
Yeah, it's these people aren't. And again, it sounds crazy, but one of these gentlemen who invested is now a billionaire when he was nowhere near a billionaire before. One of the Redditors. He made $1 billion on paper.
Right.
So this happened, and the stock market and Wall Street went batshit trying to figure out how to stop it. They didn't like the fact that, and it's the craziest thing in the world, they didn't like the fact that a publicly traded stock was being traded by the public.
Yeah.
That scares the hell out of them because, honestly, you don't have to have $1 billion. If you have 1 billion people with $1, your power's $1 billion. That's it.
She's just as good.
Yeah. It means exactly the same thing in the stock world because it doesn't matter how much money one person puts in. It's just the total sum.
Well, and as you're doing this, you're not controlling the narrative of what's happening. You have all of these like intimate companies that trade stocks and all of that. And you know where it's coming from, A to B to C. But then you get Yahoo living in his basement and puts $20 in it.
I think
And
his
he's
name
like,
was Potato in My Ass. Like, that was the guy's name.
It's legit. his username is Potato in My Ass. And then there's like Daddy Schlong 69. Those are the two leaders of this movement.
Oh, it's been amazing having to see that like on like fucking headers and shit.
Potato in your ass. There's no movement.
Yeah.
I'm just probably.
It's so funny to think like this is just some random guy who was like, hey, you know what? This is what I'm going to do today. And I'm going to completely destroy Wall Street.
So here's the thing. Wall Street Bets has been around for a while.
Yes.
And they have missed a bunch because they just kind of put out their stocks they think would do well. In this case, they didn't do that. They literally went after a stock they knew that companies were betting on to fail, and they convinced everybody, don't let it fail. Here's the thing. We take billions of dollars out of their hands if we all just put in $20. Mm-hmm. And they did. And they did.
And so when it goes to bankruptcy court, just to get back to this, the reason Chris says the one guy made $1 billion, and when the bankruptcy court looks at it, they do look at what's owed to whom, and they do start at the top.
Well, so here's
down.
the thing. The hedge funds are declaring bankruptcy, not GameStop itself.
Right.
The stocks themselves, if you decide to cash out at $4.55, the money gets transferred into your account.
That's right.
The only thing that is lacking is the fact that these hedge funds can't cover the stocks they owe anymore.
Right.
Right.
And
So we will see a domino effect on the other side because the banks now who are guarantors of these stocks are probably going to start falling. What I'm trying to say is don't go out and do this to every stock you find.
No. So
Yeah.
they are actually picking like 3 or 4 stocks a week.
Yeah.
The ones that are heavily hedged against. So like, I'll tell you Thursday morning when I woke up, they said Dogecoin.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, we're going to jump into this. So I put $20 into Dogecoin. I did it from my phone using the Robinhood app. Super easy. Robinhood was not on the ball with this about crypto, and they just were not ready. So my $20 is currently worth $140. Cool, because I bought it at, Dogecoin was 0.002 cents a share or something. I have 3,500 shares at $20. Like, it's easy. I don't think you can buy it that cheap anymore.
No,
I think
no,
it's a
no.
little higher. But I bought it within the first 20 minutes. That $20 was worth 50. That was right away because they jumped on it. So basically, Robinhood starts panicking because everybody's investing in this thing that, again, Dogecoin isn't real. It's not a tangible thing. It's not even Bitcoin or
meme.
Ethereum.
Yeah, it's literally a meme.
Yeah. It's,
When you said Dogecoin, I thought it was a joke. I'm like,
No,
oh, now these
it's
are
real.
No,
It's Doge.
It's real.
Doge to the moon.
Yeah.
So, Robinhood, there were a couple of the other ones. Apparently, Webull did not have this problem, but Robinhood's panicking because everybody's investing in this stock that's not
Well,
real.
and because Robinhood has a secondary type of buying in the stocks you can do.
Yes.
So you can buy an actual stock, or you can buy a portion of it and hedge your bet.
Yep.
You can be a
Oh.
hedge fund
So,
in Robinhood.
because everybody was buying into this one crypto, and Robinhood was scared they were going to lose their ass for whatever reason, they basically stopped people from being able to buy it for a few hours. And I say a few, probably 12 to 18.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped letting people buy into crypto at all because
Yeah.
they didn't know what the next one was.
They stopped at 7:30 p.m. and I don't think you could buy into like 10 something the next day.
Yeah. But the problem is, if they're an entity that lets you purchase publicly traded
Can't do
stock,
it.
they can't.
Yeah.
So word came down that there were going to be a lot of class action lawsuits
Yes.
about them. Basically, they were locking down people's money for GameStop and AMC, which was another one of these stocks.
And we might still see that class action suit.
We probably will. What they did was they told people you could no longer invest in them. You can only sell at your closing position, which means you can't put any more money into it, but you can sell it if you want. And that's it. They basically locked the stock. Well, they can't do that. They tried to say the SEC made them do it because it was a volatile market. That's not how that works at all. The market's always volatile. It's fake.
Well, it exists for that purpose.
Yes.
You're what people are going to invest in. It's what's going to get a return and what you're going to sell. You can't just stop the entire flow of it.
They tried.
Yeah.
And they failed too.
But it's hard to say that any stock isn't volatile because even the big boys, Coca-Cola. If Coca-Cola collapses tomorrow, that stock is worth 0, which means that's a volatile market. That's how that works. Just because it's old and it's been steady for a while doesn't mean it can't end tomorrow.
yeah, remember New Coke and Clear Coke?
But that's the thing. Clear Pepsi.
Clear Pepsi.
Crystal
yeah.
Pepsi.
Pepsi, yeah.
But that's part of the rules is the stock market is a volatile game, but they didn't expect this many people to jump into it all at once.
Well, and Reddit has a history of once they come together to do something, it will happen.
So here's how I look at it. Shia LaBeouf's flag.
Yes. Yep.
They literally tracked astrology from the camera to find out where he had placed his anti-Trump flag so they could go take it down. This is what you're dealing with. These people have nothing but time and the energy to bring down. They want to bring down the government in a different way.
Well, and just think about the Boston bombing, even
Yeah.
though that was a completely
Fuck
messed up fuck
yeah.
up. But these people were like legitimately
Quick.
tracking with FBI when these things were
Oh,
happening.
yeah. They've solved child abductions,
Yeah.
murders.
Yeah, the Don't F with Cats dude.
Yeah.
They actually call it the Reddit Bureau of Investigation. There is a subreddit called the RBI. I don't know
they-
if you knew that.
No,
but
that's
yeah,
awesome.
It's a Reddit Bureau of Investigation. And you go on there and you put a problem and they'll investigate it for you.
And here's
if
how I look
they
at it.
accept it.
Right.
One person is smart. A million people coming at it a million different ways
Yes.
And
is
sharing that
amazing.
information
Yeah.
real time.
So, and again, I put $20 in a Dogecoin. Like nothing crazy. I just wanted to see if the memery was real.
It is. It's still up.
It is very real. My $20 is currently worth $105.45. So if I cash out right now, I make $85.
Deal.
Yeah, 4x on any stock is unheard of. That's not a thing. That doesn't happen in real life.
Well, and here's the thing: is like there's this
In
whole
2 days.
Well, I was about to say there's this whole movement for hold the line. People are pressuring these people to sell their stocks. I read a post. I think it was a Reddit post where somebody said, "Here's the thing: I have lived paycheck to paycheck. I have lived off ramen noodles. I know what it's like to be poor. You guys don't know what it's like to be poor. I don't really care about my $100 that I may lose on doing this, but I know you guys care about the billions you're losing. So I'm just
Absolutely.
going to hang out. And what are you going to make me do? Sell my stock? You can't. It's illegal.
Yep, they can't touch you. And even to the point of where the SEC is now investigating this to try to figure out if there's a way to charge the Redditors basically with market manipulation.
It's not. You need to charge the hedge fund people who started this
No,
entire thing.
So here's the thing, you can't charge any of them.
No.
This is all perfectly legal. They just don't like that they figured out how to play the game.
Right.
You know that this is going to make some laws come into effect.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
but you know what? AOC said the other day, because she had actually done a Twitch stream talking about what happened. And she said, when I agree with Donald Trump that these hedge fund people need to be brought down anyways.
She did.
She said,
and Ted Cruz, it's a problem.
and Ted
Then
Cruz,
you're
it's a
n-
huge
yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, I think legislators who aren't as heavily invested in Wall Street, which we know there's a lot of them but the ones who aren't are looking at this like, hey, this is perfectly legal and exactly what the market is supposed to do.
The problem we're going to run into is they're not going to be happy when their billionaire friends lose billions of dollars over this because they decided to play a dangerous game.
And they're going to lose political contributions and
Yes.
so on and so forth. Also,
Right.
here's the thing about hedge funds, in case you're feeling sorry for these people. They skirt the lines of ethics, but they are extremely immoral. These are the people who call up old folks and like, hey, invest. You'll get a return on your money, knowing that they're going to lose those people's money. That's their point. That's
But
their job.
their whole gamble is to lose money. They understand that
Exactly.
they make money off the loss.
Yeah.
They're
Right.
betting on the
but
loss.
they need your money to lose.
Yeah, well, they need anybody else's money because they don't want to invest theirs.
No.
You know what's wild? Thinking about, remember in 2008 you had the Occupy Wall Street movement?
Oh my
Really
God,
do a
yeah.
lot.
This is it.
This is
This is exactly what it was supposed
this
to
is
be.
Occupy 2.0, and
This
it's
is the
fucking wrecking them.
Here's
Yeah.
the thing. This is the real one.
Yeah, it's Occupy.
This isn't a
2.0.
bunch of hippies with poster board yelling that Wall Street makes too much money.
Right.
This is actual action against Wall
Yeah.
Street to stop them from doing
This is
it.
Occupy Wall Street 2.0.
The real Occupy Wall Street, because really the only way you're ever going to stop it is to play their game and play it better.
So here's the thing. What this is going to end up doing is stopping companies from betting heavily against hedge stocks
Yeah.
because that's public information.
Right.
What this means is if they see, I don't even know who's left, Goldman Sachs, I think, went under. But let's say it's Goldman Sachs. If they see Goldman Sachs hedge against Circle K heavily, they're just going to buy in.
Yeah.
And they're going to crush that hedge. So it's going to stop them from being able to do this. So what it's going to stop a lot of the heavy duty market manipulation. They're either going to have to do it way more subtly or not at all. Because if they try, they're going to get buried
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to be
Yeah.
subtle when you have to.
Yeah. These
You know,
Well, it's public.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
public
it's
information.
public. You can't hide
yeah.
it.
These old heads don't realize the internet is a loaded gun. We just have to figure out how to aim it,
Exactly.
and if we do,
Oh, they just
you're
point it
fucked.
everywhere
Yeah,
and pull
yeah.
the trigger and
Yeah.
hope, and sometimes it hits stuff, but
Yeah.
usually it's just into space or
Well, and I think
someone
I think
potato
this-
in my ass's ass, or I mean,
I was about to say, the thing about this is it was a very lucky shot they took. And what it has now done is garner so much attention about what happened that people are now aware of it.
Yeah.
oh, it's so funny because you can watch and read the Wall Street Journal and CNBC and Fox Business and all these things are saying, well, the Reddit crowd has to stop and this isn't fair and blah blah blah. And everybody's
No.
like,
Sad.
Get fucked.
they got lucky. I'm like, this wasn't luck. It literally was all of them finally coming together to do it and showing that this can be done.
You know what the hedge funds need to do? They need to stop buying their avocado toast. So they
That's
stop.
true.
They need to pick up a second job Ubering or working for Starbucks.
They need to hire these fucking people.
Yeah, that's
That too,
true.
yeah. The hedge funds just need a second job, second source of income, and you're good.
Well, you know what? They
Yeah.
need to know what it feels like to not have
Yeah,
money.
exactly. Fuck
You
'em.
know,
So-
this is what you get.
Here's the real problem. These people are going to declare bankruptcy and still, on paper, be worth billions that
Yes.
you can't touch.
Yeah.
The real people, and again, I'm on board with stopping this from happening, but the real people who are going to get hurt are the lower ends at these hedge funds. The newer guys are going to definitely get fired. And then the people whose stocks the hedge fund bought at 20 that are now worth 600 that they can't get back.
Right.
That's the problem. Those people are going to lose money. And that
Yeah.
it's kind of sucks. But again, you have to stop these hedge funds from doing this.
Yeah.
'Cause if you
there's
don't, they'll
always
keep
an
doing it.
opposite. So whereas these people bought these low, selling high,
Yeah.
these people
Bought high and are having to sell low.
Yes. So, keep in mind that there are real people affected.
Yeah.
Like maybe you were the original one, Becky was the new
Yeah.
buyer. Somebody's hurting, and these are real people. So let's not try and do this all
But
the
it,
time.
well, it sucks. But again, there's a really simple rule with this, and it's the same rule as when you gamble, because this is gambling. Don't wager more than you can afford to lose.
True.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you get upset that you lost a potential $400,000, you didn't actually lose $400,000.
Yeah, you just
I
lost the
realize that in
potential.
your brain it feels that way.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you never had it. You can't, and that's what I tell everybody, because there are people that are involved with this that don't understand how the stock market works, even a little bit, to the point of where they're asking questions like, if the stock falls to zero, how do I get my money back? You don't.
You know?
If you go to a casino with $300 and you lose $300, they don't give you that
It's
money
right.
back.
You
It's
have to
just gone.
reinvest and hope.
If you needed that $300 for your rent, probably shouldn't have spent it.
Probably.
Well, that's right. You need to look at it if you ever do stuff like this, especially any sort of buying of stock. Put the money in that you have a little bit of extra to,
Just-
and then if you don't win,
And you
don't
can
win.
also, when you invest your money, especially if you go through a company or your 401k, HSA, you can check whether you want risky investments with your hedge fund
Yeah.
or
Consistent
solid,
mutual
safe,
funds.
consistent.
And again, I put 20
Slower
bucks in
growth,
because
but-
I'm not going to notice $20 one way or the
Yeah.
other. It's not
Yeah.
going to phase
Yeah.
me.
But that $100, that's nice to return.
But it's cool. And I could have cashed out at one point. It was worth like 300 something. The first night it skyrocketed. I'm like, nah, we're just going to let this ride, because even if it goes to zero, I don't care.
It was
Right.
20
It
bucks.
was just 20
I just
bucks.
want to see what happens at this
Yeah.
point. And again, even with it being as down as far as it is, I'm still 4x up because I bought so dirt cheap when it started.
It just is crazy that this is it's just an intangible thing that people ride their entire livelihoods on. It's just absolutely bonkers to me, which, to be fair, I do buy $20 skins on Valorant. So
Yeah.
I guess that,
Well,
whatever.
And here's the thing. A lot of the Wall Street types, it works out for them because the people that typically play care about their money.
Right.
And they want to see it grow on paper.
Yeah.
They've run into the problem with people like me who don't give a shit about $20. The problem is there's 600,000 of us jumping $20 in a whack.
Yeah.
And they don't know how to deal with that, because I literally don't care if I lose the $20. It doesn't hurt me
Right.
at all. Whereas the stock skyrocketing and plummeting is killing them
Yeah.
because they've based their life on this fake thing.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Wall Street's used to like, oh, hello, how are you? They haven't met us, where it's monkey.
I know. Bonobos.
Monkey.
Cats and
Yeah.
monkeys.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it was. It's funny, the dichotomy and just the difference between certain Redditors. Like, you have these guys who came together to cause a hedge fund to fall. Meanwhile, you know what I like to look at? Little kittens. They're just so cute.
Okay. I also want to caution. I feel like I need to. When you listen to this, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna jump in on the next wave.
Don't.
Keep in mind that any money earned, you pay taxes on.
Yeah.
So if you lose it,
And it's
you
like
still
37%.
earned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have. At the end of the year, the government's like, yes, but you also earned 100K, and you might have zero now, but you earned 100K.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
So
And it
know
counts
the
as unearned
tax-
income. It's
it does.
37%. It's huge.
So you need to know your tax laws before you jump into this.
and again,
Be
don't
careful with your money.
Yeah, and don't wager more than
Yes.
you can afford to lose.
Right.
Again, if you have $10 that you don't care about, jump in. But no
Angie's
one can
our-
stop you. It's free.
Angie's our accountant for this episode. If you have,
Well-
if you need any advice on like all of this, she knows.
I've dealt with people with gambling problems.
Yeah.
And this is that same mentality that you could jump into really easily and spend $3,500, $4,000, $10,000, cash out whatever you're worth, and then put it all into one thing. And that is not what you should do. We are not telling you that is a good idea.
Don't direct your
Oh, no.
401k
Yeah.
to buy this. Don't do it.
Yeah. And honestly, if you're listening to this episode a year from now, don't do it.
Don't do
because
it.
it's not going to be
Aw.
the same.
No.
Or it could be worse or better. Like
It's
we
true.
don't know what a year.
Actually,
this
yeah.
is going to change.
This
the
is
face
how
of it.
volatility works.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yes.
let us know, future people who listen to this episode a year from now, if we're just, they're like, Reddit has actually taken over and is now our government entity.
Yeah. Sweet.
That is like taking like.
I mean, this has a waterfall effect. It could take banks down. People who've guaranteed these stocks, because nobody, even though it's just on paper, someone guarantees it.
But that's the thing is, these are all ethereal ideas. They're intangible. But so is the idea of actual money. We say that $5 bill that has a 5 on it is worth X whatever.
Right.
But what's that based on? It's just our willingness to accept that it is.
Yeah.
Remember when we could just trade fruit
I mean,
and like a goat?
Remember when we had the
But
gold
that
standard?
was extremely valuable at the
Yeah.
time.
yeah,
So-
salt, spices.
Yep.
The whole spice
Oh,
route
wow,
connecting
yeah.
the world was
Sugar.
because spices actually had value. You used to have to trade actual
I
physical
mean, saffron
animals.
still
for-
has value.
yeah, for like salt.
Yeah. Saffron. Oh my god, my dad has like a secured lockdown box. He keeps his saffron in.
Yeah, it's worth more than gold.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, I was gonna
actual
say,
real
yeah.
saffron is valued more by weight than gold, which is crazy. But
What's it taste like? I never had saffron.
It's amazing.
It's a
You-
very- it's a
you've
del-
been to Rumi's Kitchen. the
Oh!
Saffron on the rice.
Oh, so
That's
what?
why it costs so much.
So the trick is, what you're telling me is, fuck knocking over a bank. I'm gonna knock over Roomies and get that saffron,
Yeah.
baby.
There's saffron.
or start growing saffron.
Sure.
It's legal.
Really take
And
the
you
legal
really only
route.
have
Nah,
to use a
that's
little
bullshit.
bit to
Yeah,
cook
it
with.
takes a while. It's even harder than
My dad
rosemary,
literally
though.
has to
Really?
use tweezers to pull it out
Oh,
because if you
wow.
you're wasting money if you overuse it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Sweet.
it was that's a
But no.
big deal for the Persians.
You should invest in things you're comfortable with and with money you're willing to lose. Like that, and that's the main rule. Don't bet more than you can lose, because that's what this is. This is gambling.
Yeah.
I wanted to run
Yeah.
the train for $20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could
yeah.
I could jump another 100 in there right now since it's down. I'm not going to because I don't.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see.
Now, people, if you're looking for something to invest in, boy, do I have an opportunity for you. Have you ever heard of OnlyFeets? Well, you haven't because it doesn't exist yet. But if you cash at me $100, I guarantee within a year I'll have the website up and running.
It's
OnlyFeets.
because he's going to pay $20 a month to Squarespace, all he's going to
Fuck
do,
yeah.
and all it's going to be is pictures of really nasty looking feet.
No, I'm gonna get the good shit. I'm gonna have a little bit of both. You gotta have fucking varieties to spice of life. We're gonna have all kinds of feet.
All the foots.
All the foots. We're gonna have club foots. We're gonna have nubs. We're gonna have nice pedicured feet. We're gonna have homeless people feet. We're gonna have missing toes. I got you. Whatever your fetish is, I got you.
You have a foot up somebody's ass?
Oh, ain't fuck.
Instead of a
Hey,
potato.
Angie, if it's got a foot, it's gonna be on OnlyFoots.
Hashtag onlyfoots.com.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's like a kitty cat paw.
Oh, what is
Oh,
it?
oh no, we're gonna have animals too.
Copyright 2021.
Oh my god.
No bestiality, but we're gonna have toe beans on there too.
You don't have to be
Okay, I'll go look at Toby.
Yeah.
at onlyfoots.com.
There is a website called Feet Finder, but that sounds kind of lame. So I'm gonna go with OnlyFeets.
Only feet. Yeah,
Only
and don't
feet.
say only foot.
I
Only
like
feet.
how we
Yeah.
sounded smart for the first 30 minutes of this episode.
I started talking.
Hashtag onlyfeets.
I started talking.
I think it's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people want feet pictures?
From
Yeah.
experience, I do, surprisingly.
Yeah.
It is really odd.
I remember what you said last weekend.
And I have a feature for the website. I've got an idea. You know, there's Tinder, right? You swipe left for. No. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do that. It's like Hot or Not, but with feet.
Tonder.
Ooh,
Tongue.
Tonder.
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 Oh, I thought you said tongue. I'm like, I might, hook up with that and be like,
Hook us up, hey.
How about Fender?
That's weird, and they make guitars.
Oh, that's Fender. I'm talking about Fender.
Or
With an
just
I instead of an E.
feeder.
I don't-
Feeder. I like feeder.
Feeder,
I don't
yeah.
think people call
Or
their
a
toes
feeder
their.
meter.
I don't think people call toes their
Feeder
flip
meter?
fingers.
Fuck around, find
The
out, Chris.
Tolanges. That's the name of it. Hashtag Tolanges.
Hashtag foot fingers.
Oh, we can have Foot Friday. Ooh, I'm in. Manicured Mondays. Toe
Toe
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Wet Wednesdays.
Or webbed Wednesdays.
They're just that then
They're
like.
webbed feet.
Oh,
Ooh,
God.
oh, baby. Ooh, we're gonna make so much goddamn money. I'm super jazzed.
I can come up with puns. I'm good at that
down.
part.
Yeah.
Is Throw Up Thursday a thing? Because that's what I'm gonna
Yeah,
jump
yeah.
on.
After webbed
Sickening.
Wednesday, you have throw up Thursday.
Yeah, tongue Thursdays.
Ugh.
Sickening
It's toe
Sunday.
sucking. Toe sucking Thursdays.
Never been a kink of mine.
It's not mine either, but it just this is
But
super
it's somebody's kink, and
Yeah.
have at you.
fun.
Yeah.
Hey, people, you know what? It's 2021. I'm not gonna kink shame you unless you're a furry.
Let's freaking make this.
Nah, I
site.
like furries. They're fine.
Honest to God, let's do it. Let's make an app for the phone.
I will also kink shame you out loud to your face.
If that's your thing,
Yeah.
we'll shame
Kink
you
sh-
for it.
Kink shaming is your
You
kink.
If
bad,
you're into
naughty.
financial domination, give me a call.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
tell you where to send the money to, and we can get this squared away.
Yeah, I'll crush your balls.
I won't even touch you.
Can
I will
we just
tell
end this
you.
podcast episode?
No.
No, we've got an investment opportunity here. Okay, it's gonna be the next big thing. All right.
You can hedge your bets with us.
Yeah.
Would
Yeah.
Would you care to invest in OnlyFeets? No.
No.
Ah, fair.
Can we? How about you just say? Can we have the investment of the free rotation?
Give me the investment in the FreeRotation
No.
and the United
Yes.
States government and the United States government.
No.
I'll help you.
Yeah, Angie's in charge. Fuck off.
Yeah.
You're just legal.
I control the Twitch funds.
Which
I know
means
where
it
we can
goes
get
in
some
her
foot
personal
models.
bank.
I does.
Ooh, I'm down.
Listen, I've been paying back for this equipment for a long time. That $100 every 6 months, I'm gonna get a return one day.
No, invest it. Invest it in OnlyFeets.
Oh,
I guarantee
Jesus
you have a
Christ.
return in 5 years.
I bet we could start a GoFundMe for OnlyFeets and make
Oh.
$1 billion.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Like, just for the memes.
No stonks. Becky's like, I'm done.
You have to jump in on this, Becca.
Come on.
We're doing it.
I'm just here as an associate at this
Hey,
point.
remember when you guys had the opportunity to invest in that one company and become millionaires and you didn't?
Yes.
This is your
Twice.
second chance.
Twice we've screwed this
You know what?
up.
Third time's the charm. This is your third chance.
Okay, Bobby, make it happen.
How many times have I okayed an idea of Bobby's? Is it 0? Because this is the one.
This is the one.
This is the one
This
he
is the
gets.
one.
It's like the Hail Bop comment. It comes every 87
Yeah.
years.
You guys heard it here. By the way, copyright 2021, all rights reserved, running joke media. So we're going to do this.
I'm on board.
Yeah.
Again, I know some ladies who have modeled their feet before.
Yeah. I'll
And have
stick
been-
a foot out there.
have
I
been
I
paid
have
to
decent
do
looking
so.
feet.
I'll have to get a petty, but I'm down. I'll be the feet founder.
Yeah.
I have hobbit feet and you can't see them.
I have
Oh.
weird scars on my toes. We'll do it.
I have an idea for you. What we can do with your feet. Socks. You know, people are into that like slow reveal. You don't show the toes. You just like slowly move it up, like tease them, and put it back down. Like, go get you some nice silky socks.
Why do you look like you're stroking a
Hashtag
tiny
not
penis?
gonna foot model
He's
for
like
this.
Stroking a tiny
Oh my
penis.
God! We can use pantyhose.
Yeah,
Pantyhose.
people-
Can, oh,
That's a big kink.
People
pantyhose.
do love that.
See,
Yeah.
Becky, see, come on, invest with us.
Sorry, I've literally like blacked out the last 30
And
seconds.
then we'll have like a subscriber only for like the naughty.
they have the Patreon, but it's a Featreon.
Ooh.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our Patreon.
Not Patreon. Patreon, because like pedicures.
Oh, that's good.
Well, the problem is it's gonna look
That
like
looks like pedophile.
Patreon,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
out.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Patreon is okay.
Patreon. Okay.
Pedreon looks like we're doing other things.
Fair.
Yeah, don't wanna always explain that when.
Well, if Becky's not willing to participate, she's got to be the foot licker for the videos.
Yeah.
Why is it even an option?
No, if you're not going to invest, you have to be a foot model.
No.
Like if you hear this and you literally want to send us pictures of your feet for free, we offer no compensation.
Yeah.
Well-
we will post them though.
Yeah.
We offer no compensation until we
Yeah.
make a profit.
That's right. When we make a profit, we will return your
feet
investment.
creep me out.
Hedge fund.
I'm just gonna put that out there.
Like
I
we're
want
showing a hedge fund.
What are you,
right
foot
here.
phobic?
Also, if you
Yes.
if you hear this on our YouTube and you want to leave comments on what you want to see the feet in, if it's baked beans or honey, or
Oh,
you just let me know.
we can get squishing and fucking
Two
crushing
girls,
too.
1 foot. Like we're
Ooh,
in.
Yeah. Foot wrestling.
What is this conversation?
We can grease up the feet.
Yeah.
You know what? Somebody's gonna
Vaseline
listen to
it.
this episode Tuesday at like 9:18, and they're already gonna have it done by
No.
Tuesday at 9:27,
No,
and
they're
you're gonna be
g-
like, "Motherfucker!"
They're gonna be too busy beating off. That's
If we
the idea.
find it, I have copyrighted it vocally.
On the
Is
internet.
that how it works?
It actually is, yeah.
Is it?
You stamp copyright on something and it's yours.
Sure, that's exactly how it works.
It is, Becky.
It is not.
I've read a lot about copyright.
Infringement.
Somebody's already got OnlyFeets.
I don't know. No, it says get this domain.
Oh, how much?
I don't know. We're gonna.
That's domain.
I'll get it right now. OnlyFeets.com. Yeah. Good luck getting OnlyFeets when it's already gone.
I think Chris is legitimately trying to figure out how to buy it right
We're
now.
gonna do OnlyFeets, Becky.
You guys can totally. I will support you.
Matter of fact, we'll even make it an app on your phone. He'd
But-
probably do that for us.
He's probably into feet.
OnlyFeets.club is $3 for a year. OnlyFeets.store is $1 for a year. OnlyFeets. They said you can get OnlyFeets for $200 or $119.
Oof. Man, we'd have to start a Patreon for that.
I'll buy it right
But-
now. You have no idea.
It's so much. Don't do it. It's just
OnlyFeets.club is only $3, and I don't think it matters.
It matters.
It is kind of an only feet club. If you
Yeah.
think about it.
I
How about
didn't-
only foots?
Only foots.
Nah, it's definitely gotta be OnlyFeets. It sounds
Yeah,
better.
OnlyFeets. Feet sounds better than foot.
Onlyfeets.gov.
Oh God, please.
TheWhiteHouse.com/WhiteHouse.gov that they used to do back in the day.
Oh.
So good.
Baby, it's cash.
Soulfeets, OnlyFeets.xyz, OnlyFeets.store, OnlyFeets.me, OnlyFeets World,
Oh, that's not bad.
OnlyFeets.world,
Oh,
That's
I
not-
like
oh,
this.
that's not bad.
Because then we could have chat rooms and stuff.
OnlyFeets.shop, OnlyFeets.site,
I like .world because then we can make chat rooms
OnlyFeets.biz,
and stores.
This isn't bad. We'll figure it out.
OnlyFeets.pro,
I like going from stonks to
Well,
foot
you
fetishes.
guys are now investing in a company.
I know.
Only bottoms with 2 S's.com,
Ooh, I do like only bottoms. His feet's are bottoms.
but it's
we'll
only
see.
bottoms.
Yeah.
OnlyFeets.deviant,
No, no, no,
Okay.
no.
It is very deviant.
OnlyFeetsOnline.com,
I like it because we want an app, so we would need OnlyFeetsOnline.com.
OnlyFeets Family,
No.
Ooh, that's,
Oh,
yeah.
that's awkward.
Nope.
Yeah, that's a bit.
It's a little weird. It's a little
Fresh.
weird one.
FreshFeets.com,
Ooh, that's not bad. Fresh
Fresh
feet
Feets.
is pretty good.
$1,700 a year.
Ooh,
Never mind.
fuck. Never
Might as well
mind.
just get the
Here's a little
onlyfeets.com at that
story
point.
all about how your feet got turned.
Mansfeets.com,
No, because that's gender bias. We're gonna have all kinds of feet. We're gonna have toe beans
Yeah.
and shit too.
OnlyFeet.co,
That's not bad.
$14,000.
The fuck?
Fuck that.
Why is .com cheaper than all the other ones like that?
The others are what you call it?
Companies.
Niche, yeah.
Oh.
Niche?
Niche.
I like OnlyFeets.club.
That's
Me
not
too.
bad.
It's $3 and it's gonna seem like everybody's involved.
Yeah, it's a club.
And you know what we can do?
We're doing it. I'm doing it.
the-
I'm on board with this. This is a great idea.
The C can be a club foot.
Anyway,
I mean,
it could be OnlyFeets.club and it's one interned foot is our our emblem.
Or the L could be the club foot.
we
I
have
got
to be
it.
careful. We have to say we're handy inclusive.
Oh yeah, I know
so
it's
people
2021.
are like they're making fun of handicap
No, like people got like nub fetishes
feet. People
and
got
shit.
feet.
Yeah, people like what are they called? When you got like a missing limb.
Sorry,
Is it a
Becky,
term?
you got to get on
perverts.
board.
Yeah, but it's a term for like no.
What you're looking for is perverts.
No, the people that are actually missing the limb, they're called something. There's a term.
An amputee?
Yeah, there's amputee fetishes.
I definitely know a gentleman who had a girlfriend with one eye that he.
oh no.
Oh, he did.
That's nasty.
Did
That-
you really?
That's gross.
He still does. They're very married, and he is
Oh,
very into it, and
no.
she is at best okay with it.
That,
but
oh no, that
she
poor
lets him do it.
That poor socket. Oh no, it's probably all
We
fucking.
are
gonna
literally
get an infection,
turning.
like,
We are literally
legit.
turning into Reddit right now.
They've been doing this for years, so if she was going to get one, she probably would have got one. They probably have this down to an art.
You think that she's gotta? No, I'm not gonna go there. That's mean. That's mean.
Anyway, Free Rotation Podcast is available on Spotify, iTunes,
And OnlyFeets.
YouTube's, Weeby Geeks.
Becky, come back to
I'm
us.
sorry, what?
Are you
Ooh.
imagining OnlyFeets?
No, I'm
thinking-
literally thinking
Can we
about
put your-
what my next podcast is going to be when I leave this podcast.
No.
Can we put your feet up online?
No. It's gross.
We have to put our feet and be like, guess whose is who?
No. I don't want to do that. I could put my cat's foot on there and be like, guess whose foot this is?
Deal.
I like
This is brilliant, by the way.
Ballerina feet, because they're all weird looking.
And they're always bruised up and
Yeah.
fucked. And I know
Or,
some,
you know, the,
Palace
like,
to hell.
I know some legit circus
you can
performers
look
that I'm
at like
friends
some.
with.
con feet.
You can
Not-
look at like some historical feet, like the you know how they used to like break the feet for China,
Yeah.
like the Chinese
Foot
like
binding?
Chinese, foot binding.
Oh, we're gonna send Mummy Feet on there. Don't worry about that.
Oh my god.
I mean, sure, it's weirding me out, but we're gonna do it.
Okay,
We're gonna
and
do
we got $1 million.
You can find us
What
on-
happened? The geniuses behind OnlyFeets dot whatever.
Like, if our subscription is just say $3,
$5 a month.
Yeah,
That's a freaking Twitch
I
subscription.
mean,
But this is for perverts that love to get. this
no, what
kind
I'm
of stuff.
saying is
and
like
you
that's
would be
like
shocked.
it's just $5.
And we can literally take like.
Then we go on Reddit and advertise it.
What are your suggestions?
Oh, we're making
Yeah.
a subreddit. Only Feets.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's not only one already made. There might be. We have to check.
Whatever, we'll take it over.
Yeah.
We will literally just keep spamming it until they give it to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Becky, where can they find us?
Not on OnlyFeets right
yet.
now.
On OnlyFeeds
Not fucking yet.
and Spotify.
You can find us on Facebook at the Free Rotation Podcast. You can find us on Twitter at the Free Rotation. We are on Twitch and YouTube at the Free Rotation. You can find us at Weeby Geeks. Check out all the other great podcasts at WeebyGeeksBC.com.
Yeah.
You can check us out on all your favorite
We're doing
podcasting apps.
And on OnlyFeets.
I'm assuming you can, if you're listening to this, you're listening to a podcast app, so you can find us there. And Spotify, if you're not listening on Spotify. And you can check out our backlog at thefreerotation.com, not
and
OnlyFeeds.
on OnlyFeeds, we'll just have a link to
The
Yeah.
podcast.
Our podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if you could send us your
Feet pics.
either feet pics or foot fetish suggestions,
Yeah.
we are on board with this.
Yeah. Go email us. Go to YouTube and just comment on the video. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Bobby makes us billionaires from this dumbass idea he had while we were talking about hedge funds, I'm literally throwing myself off a cliff.
Let's all agree it's a 25 split. It's 4 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that jackass that did Girls Gone Wild made $1 billion.
Yeah.
And he's a complete douche nozzle, so this can work. And that was selling titty pictures to men on VHS at night.
Yeah.
Oh my god. All right.
Girls gone. I would watch the commercials like,
Who didn't as a teenager? Like, fuck.
yeah.
They would come on at they start at 2:45
Yep.
in the morning. When
Comedy
I was,
Central.
I was falling
Yep.
asleep, but what's this asshole again? Let me see them titties.
I'm
But
hungry.
she's hot.
Same. Let's go get lunch.
All right,
All right.
love y'all. Bye.
Goodbye, y'all.
Bye.
My brain hurts.
Free